Hello everyone. It stuttered there for a second. Hello everyone. This is Hyper. Welcome back to Control. Annoyingly, when I got in, it reset all my graphics settings, and it for some reason put the resolution on like 2560 by 1440, which is not the resolution of my monitor. Good old 1920 by 1080. Anyways, fixed all of that, and we are going to the communications. I assume we go this way. Or no. Where do we go? How do we get there? Oh, this way.
There it is again. A welcome message.
Oh. Summary, visit the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, blah blah blah. Expenditures. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Okay, so they got very bored. Uh, just go into hotels. I'm just gonna shoot. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're doing super well. Oh,
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
the Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. One, destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources around the vicinity. Two, destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support and for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What is the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? What is this Hiss barrier they speak? An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which was reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for redacted minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. So this is actually a real thing. The Havana syndrome or whatever. I don't know if there's like an explanation for it. I think there probably is, but this is actually a real thing. Like diplomats going to Havana uh, have experienced, pressure in the ears and certain other like sick-like symptoms. So, oh, oh, this is gonna kill me. Okay, I assume I can't go in there. Unless I want to die. Oh, that's the communications department. Oh. Lens. Ooh.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
Wow.
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Wow. Those videos are cool. I like how they're live action. Level 2. So I think I actually went the right way. Oh my god. How do I melee? I forget. I forgot how to melee. There's a button to melee. I forgot it. V. Not the best way to go. Oh, that way's blocked off anyways. What does dead letters mean though? Oh, I can go in here. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, currently discussing Unless You by G.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews made by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. He just wanted a book club.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but you don't touch and don't see much. Let's join the Thresher Kids. Let's join the Thresher Kids.
This is creepy.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg. What happened?
I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's like the director says, confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet. They run for person.
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
Very creepy. I didn't like that ending. That ending was creepy. I think she was breaking the fourth wall. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like me to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Wow. I am contacted by past presidents. So I can't promise anything, but I think I'll try to get all, if not most, of those things.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Blood. Well, what's up here? Nothing. I like the reload speed. Is there fall damage? Maybe. Whoa. Excuse me? Oh, it's a barrier. I'm going to just... Because shadows always... I'm just going to turn shadows to low.
An object of power. Looks like a hiss
Oh
flashed.
my
We need to press it.
god. It's throwing pneumatic tubes at me. I know how to crouch, game. Get it. Oh, it's a disc. Nuke.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Oh. Damn. That's very effective. I like the destruction. Oh, and you can pick up. Oh. That's so cool. Thingamajig. I like that they use the word thingamajig. What even is the board?
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
There's a dude up there. But I got a collectible. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. Description: 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it for a short distance. Currently bound to Redacted. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to Redacted missiles, believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Oh, it's good that we have it. Ow. Well, I got that. Demolitions expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials, and weaponry or demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. His demolition experts are the only observed His variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track redacted entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained it specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. File blank for report. And a Ranger. The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AW response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. His Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. His Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. That almost reminds me of the Combine and how like specifically the transhuman army that they made out of humans. And if you know the Half-Life story, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then one, I'm sorry, and two, you're confused right now. But it reminds me of that because they would basically do the same thing when they would take over a human. They would get rid of all of their, their morality and their any sort of free thinking, any sort of humanity. But they would, and especially if they already had some sort of combat training, they would utilize that and they would use those parts. They would use the logical parts of the brain. They would use obviously the motor functions. They would keep the important parts because they could actually use it to their advantage. So actually, it's similar to that. The Hiss uses what it already has. This isn't even what I got. What did I get? Here you go. Oh, I zoomed in. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title Unless You could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring plants like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dog fight between those two ace pilots, sign me up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Well, now we're learning about books. Mailroom. So is this whole thing is the communications department?
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
I like how it leaks papers everywhere. Is that a stapler or an altered item? It's actually saying some words. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like the boast, but claiming the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redact it. So, another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring Redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. So something happened in Alaska, bad enough where you can't mention it when you're notifying next of kin, and they used climate change as the cover up. I mean, smart idea. People definitely care about that. Mailroom is that way. What's up here? I don't know if it actually matters to do that, but I'm doing it anyways. Man, I wish I could get more mods. Or have several mods. Forgot I could deconstruct them. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Yeah, the whole place moves, but no overtime. I don't know what I use these things for. I haven't needed to use them yet. It's some sort of currency, but... Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works. Well, we're in the second one. Oh, if I just avoid it. Or not. Okay, I assume I can't go in there yet. At least I hope so. Clearance level 1.
America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical...
Yeah, you know, I'm going to... I wish the map told you where certain rooms were that you couldn't go in. Because I know there were rooms previously.
You're listening to America...
Well, why can't I just... Okay, fine.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember,
yeah.
Dear listeners,
Possessed toaster.
when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
I wonder, is that purposely done by the agency? 'Cause why would that be here if it's just like... I bet that's just to get people to report weird stuff. I don't know what that does. Okay, I do kind of want to go back, but I'm assuming I'll be going back through areas anyways. So if there's a level 1 somewhere... Oh, this is a control point. Oh, another clearance level.
This must open the door.
Actually, I could fast travel and just look around. I kind of really want to. Because what if I don't go back and then I'm missing something, you know? Problem is, I don't remember where exactly. Okay, I went there. That's locked down. Did I come through here? No, what is this? Why is there a jukebox? I don't know what that is. I think I went down the stairs or something. Oh, I went to the office. Here. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty the past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against our enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. It takes some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His FX will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, FBC. See, like, I don't know if I would ever actually come back here, because this is the director's office, and his body's gone. Definitely not mysterious at all. Clearance 4. Wait, what was in here? And then this is back here, but I think I went over there. I'm just gonna turn those on. I don't know if they actually do anything. Oh, and I missed something. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went, because that would suck. Headshot boost. I'll keep those just when I get, like, more slots or whatever. So I assume at some point I will. What's through here? There's literally nothing in here. Why would I need to go in here? That's the boardroom. I went up those stairs. Okay. I think that's it for this area. Okay, and then I went that way. I mean, I can always fast travel, so it's not like I'm walking. Screw you. I don't want to fight. There's something up there. Here. Okay, and then that's right back there. I honestly do that just because their mumbling is annoying. Ow. No! Oh my god. They just spawned right next to me. Do you lose anything when you die? Oh, I respawn here. Oh, there's something right here. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows, a new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the Downing plate on God. You know, I believe him. That's so fun to do. Oh, come on. Okay, I did get there. How exactly does the fast travel work? It doesn't show anything actually happening. I just teleport. Okay, and then I think, yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, and I came from here. Okay. I went there, and then I went up and came down. Okay. Oh, but the bathrooms. Oh, this bathroom is completely dark. Nice. Oh, and this one too. Oh.
They can fly now. Great.
Kamasi. What do you mean they can fly? Ow. Okay, I don't want my FPS is so low. There's gotta be something I can turn down. It literally says boost frame rates. I'm pretty sure I have an RTX. How about volumetric lighting? And whatever that is, MSAA. Oh, why is ray tracing on? Wait, is that why? Well, that's why. I don't know why it turned ray tracing on. His elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau utilitarians. Some prefer to change their targets while others or charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the His elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some His elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that His resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts.
I have a
Yeah, so
feeling he'll be
Bacon Fly.
back.
You think?
Let's.
Hey Malcolm, yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday at GM.
Stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Okay, that's the hotline chamber. But I need to explore. So there's something to do with the fact that they all use, or that this whole place uses like older technology. So I'm pretty sure this is set, you know, in the 2010s or whenever the game was released. But the whole FBC uses, like this is like 80s technology. And like you're not allowed to bring like, you know, modern phones into the building. Any sort of smart technology. Okay, that opens up. Which there's got to be a reason for. Another object of power. He's up here, I know he is. Event summary: a spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butt. I don't know, I assume that's I don't know how you pronounce it, but it just looks like the word Butt. Where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house, Redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butt Homes closet disappeared during this incident. So how are they also exploring this area as well? It says exploring a new area of the house. Oh, this was in 92. But still, like, this area itself is also, like, being explored. Alberto Tomasi. So that was the dude I just did.
Tomasi, head of comms. The hiss got him.
Yeah, I can hear him up here.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Unfortunate. Of course there's something back here. I do love the physics. The physics is really fun.
The hotline can't be far now.
I hear it. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butt home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Oh, we've heard about that. and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butt have been attributed to the light switch cord. The ocean that's either a type. I think that's a typo. It says Ocean U. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butt home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, redacted light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the redacted and redacted sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is redacted, but initial hypotheses center on the Butt AWE as a redacted. Blah blah blah. Trench, Bill Everett, Trench, Custodian, Trench, Carol Bishop. Oh, I can shoot the cameras.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
The Law of Three.
Have we been here before? No.
I'm at the Ocean View.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country. On the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
How is there a lot? Oh, where even are we?
Hello? Anyone here?
It said the Law of Three, so I'm doing everything 3 times.
The key has a black pyramid on it.
It's like a horror game. Oh. Oh. Oh, we saw that. It's the hotline. Oh, a challenge. Whoa, what the? That doesn't look good. Oh. Collectibles menu.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is,
that
under the
Trench?
right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team.
These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Good info. Am I back in the office? No,
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench.
not that. Oh, is that? That wasn't intentional.
Something's coming. The whisper's growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Control, that's the name of the game. You said it.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines, the meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmore before me. I couldn't manage it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised?
And then, was this the one that we saw?
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomas.
I think we already saw that. Okay. And these objects should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone way is redacted. The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal. Redacted. Object is currently bound to Director Trench. Not anymore. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including redacted, but its origin remains unknown. Acquisition 1965. Wow. And then we Okay.
listen to him. He feels more like an echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
And I'm going to end this here. A lot of progress, huh? And it's still good so far. You can definitely see how it's inspired by the SCP Foundation. I mean, like I literally read some like SCP files and tales and stories and stuff that are extremely similar. Not even just by like, yeah, I can tell this was inspired by the SCP Foundation. It's not like they took anything directly from it. Like I'm sure there's a phone SCP, obviously, but that doesn't mean anything. Like these are all great ideas, and it's so cool to see them in a game because, like I said last time, this is a close thing that we'll probably get to like a kind of popular wider SCP universe game. But yeah, very good. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.